Now, this is the third time I filmed this. First time, went through the whole spiel. Got up there at the computers, opened my camera, didn't have a SIM card in it. Put the SIM card in it, came back down here after I done put everything up, moved my truck, and put everything up. Filmed it again. Got up there, loaded on the computer. Error. Didn't do anything. So here I am for the third time. So maybe it'll work this time. If not, the heck with it. I'm not a computer person. What I'm doing is a DIY anchor pole. Real simple, real cheap, works like a charm. WW Granger, 3/4 inch fiberglass resin rod. Comes in 10-foot lengths. I cut it off at 8 feet. Took a little PVC, made me a little T-handle on the top. On the bottom, just drill you a hole. This one's a little too long because when I went to West Marine, it's stainless steel because I fish in all saltwater. You put your little nut on it. Take this off and take it out. No problem. Only downside to this is you have to put this on before you take it off your truck or put it in the water because you got to get under here to it. Got a little zigzag cleat and I just tie wrap to the edge of the seat here, so when you're sitting here in the seat, it's right beside you. With a simple pull up, 1, 2, 3, and it's locked. You need to take it up and just the opposite. Real quick. This is just some, I wanted to use a 3/4 inch piece of plywood, but I didn't have it. All I had in my bin was this 5/8. So what I did is cut me off a piece half the size and glued back here on the back of it, just to make it stronger. Drill me a hole. This is 1 inch PVC. A little piece of bicycle inner tube I super glued inside here so that when it moves around it won't make noise. Stainless steel washers, screws to go in the power pole mount. So instead of spending $800, the fiberglass rod, when I bought it 2 years ago, I've been using it for 2 years on my other 2 boats. It was $40. I'm sure it's probably more than that now. This little stainless steel pulley from West Marine was $20, so I got $60 in it. The plywood and PVC I had in my shop and just laying around, so that's where that came from. But the plywood, I coated it with tight bond wood glue. Painted it in that waterproofs it. Put a coat of latex paint on it, exterior paint, and then spray canned it black to make it look pretty. So it works really good. So for $60 you got a good one. One more thing is on the paddle system that they have on the lynx. In my opinion, it sucks. Your paddle's on the inside here in the way. And my old 71-year-old hands, they so tight. This was on the other end down here before, right up underneath here. Makes it so tight you can't hardly get your paddle in and on there, on and off. So I bought this. Mounts in the gear track. Sits outside of the boat. The paddle sits right along the edge. It works great. The only thing you have to do is take this, flip it over, and it's slide it on the bottom side. Mix up some JB well, fill it in. It makes it real rigid. It won't move. Otherwise, it'll have some flex in it. That works great. And I hooked my paddle leash to here. So I do have a use for that because I was going to cut it off and get it out of the way, but I just hooked my paddle leash to that, so that works great. Something else I'm going to do is put the H-rails on it. I'll eliminate this right here. Put the H-rails on it. Put my 2 little trays on the inside to have places to put my little baits and what have you, pliers and everything. Because my other boats, you have plenty of places to put it. Here's my little homemade boat. And I got little trays in here. Plus I lay stuff here on the floor. As you can see, it's a junk because I haven't been fishing in it lately. Twin troller, you have places to put stuff also. So that's the only downside to the lynx that I found so far, is places to put anything. So that's why I'm going to put the H rails on it. And I don't know if I'll buy some. And what I'll probably do is just, instead of buying the expensive hobie ones, I'll just probably go to Walmart or something and buy these little trays here and strap them to the H rails on the inside right next to the seat. And I'll have a place to put all my stuff. It'll be good then. I think that's about it. These are great rod holders. They're yak attacks. You can use them for your spinning reel or a bait caster, whichever. Just flip this around up or down depending on what kind of reel you use. I use both. Mostly just spinning reels now. But here's the idea of how this thing works. You can let it go real hard or just kind of ease it into the water depending on where you want to get a fish off or not. Just leave it there till you get ready to pull it up. And then when I'm traveling, I just take it, tie it up, stick it all in here, and it's good to go. So you got less than $100, you know, depending on how much stuff costs nowadays. Like I said, I don't know how much a rod is now. If there's a WW Granger close to where you live, you can pick this up at their stores. If not, you have to ship it to you, and I don't know how much that'll cost because it's 10 feet long. So, but that's a good way to do it. And this thing is hard, it's just like steel. Even though it's fiberglass, it's tough, it won't bend. And you got to work to saw it and drill it. It's tough as nails. So that's about it. Got to work on my gas motor. You got to work quick cranking. I took the carburetor off, cleaned it, put it back on. It cranked up and ran like a top. Took the wife down there the other week in here and got out there and it wouldn't crank. So that pissed me off. So now I got to work on it again today. So I'm going to take her fishing again this weekend. That's what I use a twin troller for when I take my wife. Since I bought my lynx, my home build here has been kind of just sitting here. So that's my backup boat. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye.